All of the games mentioned will be linked to the description box below. Board games make great gifts. They're great entertainment for when friends and family come to visit. They create great one-on-one moments with your loved ones, and because of their growing popularity, they're expanding into stories and campaigns that are perfect for any hardcore gamer out there. Now, I know not everyone is on the board game train, but I do have gift recommendations for our casual, we'll-play-a-game friends to serious board game players. Let's start with casual players, the ones who don't really have a collection, but just something they have when company comes over. These would be games with easy, little to no strategy, something that's not too time-consuming, and having cooperative games ease any non-gamer as well. Party games are always a safe and fun choice. You can buy games where everyone is a suspect, like in One Night Werewolf, or what the game is based off of, Mafia. You have more cooperative games, where you split into teams and try to guess what your teammates are thinking, saying, etc., in games like Codenames and Wavelength. There's also Pantone, where it's basically pop culture charades using colors only to give the clues. You also have your classic party games like Apple to Apples, where everyone takes a turn being the judge and choosing what makes you laugh, fits the category, and so on. Or you could get any or all of the iterations that come from that game. For maybe smaller get-togethers, you can always go with card games. From a standard 52 card playing deck to games where you want to get rid of all your cards, like Uno, Exploding Kittens, or a longer rummy-like game, Phase 10. You can never go wrong with the board game classics, like the Game of Life, Mancala, Sorry, or Scrabble, games that are quick to pick up and fun for the whole family. But there are also modern classics to enjoy as well, such as Azul, that's a strategic pattern-making game, or King of Tokyo, where you roll your dice to fight off fellow monsters and claim the most victory points to rule over Tokyo. We'll also dive into more of the modern classics as we look at games that would be great for our average board game players, those who have a collection and look forward to playing games. These games will contain some more strategy, take up more time, and can range from any type of game like deck builders or engine building games. You have strategic placement games like the beautiful dice game Sagrada, or claiming your land in Settlers of Catan and Scythe. There are unique spins to these games like Carcassonne, where you are building the map as you try and place your workers where they need to be, or fighting to stay alive on a slowly sinking map like Atlantis Rising or Forbidden Island. You have games that contain several game types in one, all working to bring you the best score possible, like Seven Wonders, Terraforming Mars, Everdell, or Wingspan. And we can't forget fun deck-building games like Dominion or Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle. There are some fun collaborative games that I would recommend, such as Pandemic, Betrayal at the House on the Hill, and Gloomhaven. Gloomhaven is a great example for those friends who love to spend time playing games, collecting games, or diving into legacy-type games or campaigns. I'm talking about our serious board game players, those whose collection is growing by the minute. These are the type of players who would like games that only stack game types and strategy on top of each other, games that contain expansions upon expansions, one-player games, and like I stated before, our legacy and campaign games. Getting expansions for our serious players is always a great way to go, helping your friends complete their collection or adding more features to the game, like Everdell, Root, Dominion, and Scythe. As stated before, these games contain a lot of different game types in one, using a lot of strategy to get you the best points, and there are other great ones such as Dune Imperium, Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition, and Oath, Chronicles of Empire and Exile. But maybe the monolith of them all is Twilight Imperium. A lot of the previous games mentioned also contain one-player modes, or Automa, as Stonemaier games call them. You can play any of these games by yourself, and you're basically playing against the game. Each of the games usually contain a separate packet that will show you the Automa rules and help you play a one-player game by yourself. There are so many great legacy games as well, where you have a continuous story that will take many, many hours and sessions to complete, like Gloomhaven, Unfathomable, and Descent: Legends of the Dark. And many of the popular games that I had stated before came out with their own legacy games, such as Scythe's Legacy, Rise of Fenris, Pandemic, and Betrayal on House of the Hill. Some cherries on top to get for our serious board game players is to get upgrades for them from places like meeplesource.com. You can trade in your cardboard pieces for some upgraded metal versions like metal coins from Scythe, more detailed items and pieces made out of quality material. They add so much to your game, and they're really thoughtful gifts that you can surprise your board game enthusiasts with. There is so much to gift this season, especially when it comes to board games. So I hope this gift guide gave you some ideas of what types of games to get your loved ones. As stated before, I've linked all of the games in the description box below, so it will take you directly to where you can buy the game, or just to check it out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful to you. And again, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.